All right.
All right, as you guys can see, this game's been going on for a little bit here. Here is our Terran player. He is
The little one.
And down here at the bottom left, we have our Korean player.
oGsHyperDub.
And we apologize for the technical difficulties earlier. It looks like I think the Korean commentators didn't know that they were actually, the game had started.
They were probably just as excited about TLO as we were.
They just couldn't stop talking about TLO.
Yeah, man. But HyperDub, he is no slouch, man. And if he won this, it really actually wouldn't be a big upset. You know, HyperDub and TLO aren't hugely different in skill levels. HyperDub is a great Terran player. He's been a great Terran player since very early in the beta. And I think this match could be very close. But I gotta say, TLO, under pressure, is cool as a cucumber, man.
Cool as a cucumber.
He is a block of steel ice. A steely block of ice, Stasis.
Well, you know what's funny about TLO is, like, he never seems to be nervous.
No, he never
is.
is.
He actually shows up and he's like, I'm like, hey, man, how you doing? He's like, oh, I'm great. I'm like, you going to win today? He's like, yeah, man, of course I'm going to win today. And it's just like, he's totally confident. Like,
and that's what HyperDub really doesn't have.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I don't think he has that at all yet. He's very new. And I don't know. It's just, it might be hard for him because of that. I think that's where TLO really outshines so many players in this tournament, is just his confidence and coolness.
Yeah, I think you're right.
And also, he's just a cool guy.
He's just a cool guy all around. He's got a good sense of humor. Reactor.
Yep.
Being made over here, up here,
Factory.
at TLO's base. He's going to go for a fast factory. Now, TLO is one of these players. He's really smart. I mean, really, really, really smart.
Yeah.
And he actually always terrifies me with information he knows about the game. For instance, he told me that if you neural parasite an egg, it dies.
I know, man.
And I was just like, how do you know that? How do you know that?
He needs to spend less time in map order, man. Map order, what is he doing? It's crazy to know stuff like that.
Really, quite a prodigy, to say the very least. Now, let's see what build order he has coming out of here.
Looks like we may be seeing, the Hellion could be for scouting. That's what I'm thinking. He doesn't really have enough Marines to do the 5 Marine, 1 Hellion attack, I don't believe.
Yeah, I thought he might do that, but that's at least what I do on this map. But obviously, TLO is better than me. Tech Lab on the way.
And a couple Hellions being made, so we may see some early pressure possibly. His opponent. Well, if he went ahead and did attack, HyperDub is definitely going to need a bunker to stop that.
Yes. Yes, he will definitely need that. And we have, let's see here. Interesting. Hidden starport.
Cool.
I think it's going to get a fast Banshee in there as quick as possible and start taking out TLO's mules and SCVs.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you there. And TLO is actually making an armory, as we see in the production tab, so that's kind of interesting. Well, Hellions passing each other on the map. Now, with that very quick armory, he's definitely going to go ahead and make a Thor.
Yeah, absolutely.
And he, in fact, has that late Reaper, which we have been just doting upon all day.
And
look
takes
at that.
a peek.
Outranging the Marines. Or not.
Or not. And he does retreat, but he does at least soften up some of HyperDub's Marines. Medevac's usually come into play pretty late. So,
yeah. It's really good to just soften up. You can always go home and just repair. Only costs minerals.
Banshee on the way.
He is getting cloak as well, but a Thor being produced, as well as plus ground attack. So TLO definitely going to do some ground-based play. He's got that Thor out. And getting siege mode.
Early Thor is actually so strong against quick Banshee that this might not work out for him. Now, we do have Cloak on the way here, too. It takes exactly 2 Banshee build times for 1 Cloak build time.
But if we see the rally point on that starport, that
right there,
he might go for 2 Banshee first.
2 Banshees, when you got them together, they're going to be one-shotting SCVs.
It gets pretty scary, actually, when you have 2 Banshees.
HyperDub just sitting back, defending. TLO has no idea that this is this proxy Banshee attack is about to happen.
Yeah, and unless he randomly goes down there, he will not scout it. He does have 1 Thor out, and if he moves that Thor too far away...
He's moving the Thor out. The Thor is not at home. That means these Banshees can do So much damage.
Oh no, he's moving in with just one Banshee. I wish he had waited for the single one. That would be a much stronger move. But here he goes. The Thor will be running back in there. How many SCVs will he lose? One is down. 2. Repairing the mule. Nice move by TLO.
Yeah, that was actually really nice.
Trying to kill SCVs that are...
He doesn't have the scan. He doesn't have enough scan.
But the turret does go up. Harassing a depot at this point. But TLO, he has that expansion up.
Second Banshee's out. TLO might actually have to do the supply drop.
That's right. He's killing a lot of depots right now. Let's look at the resource tab to watch his supply. And he does use a scan.
Oh, is it going to get away?
Oh! Banshee gets away from HyperDub, but the other one runs out of cloak. Looks like that one will fall to the Thor. And he repairs one of the depots. So the attack at first looked like it was going to cripple TLO, but he's looking all right now.
Wow, that was impressive play back there.
Yeah, yeah. And TLO getting a lot of gas. HyperDub trying to take out TLO barracks. HyperDub, though, his command center not quite done quite yet. And
Here we go again.
He's cloaking to take out that depot.
There's nothing over here. Thor is on the way.
2 Thors.
And it looks like he's going to force a scan again. He needs to run for it. Okay, and now what you do is... Okay.
Oh, no, that's not happening.
He was unable to do it.
Does make him use that scan, though, and repair time, and missed mining time from that SCV, so it does add up a little bit.
Will burn down. He'll have to remake a barracks if he wants to get... Oh, luckily for TLO, he actually gets his additional factories up right away.
I like that. It starts the factories before that barracks blows up, and making the barracks at his natural as well, so he should be fine. Now, HyperDub, his expansion is up pretty late here, actually.
Yeah.
You know, he's... Right now, definitely TLO is out mining him, but not by a ton. About 30% more mining going on.
Now it looks like we have TLO moving out, and he's going to try to go around the back side over here.
But it looks like that was scouted.
Well, he's got a plan. Now he's moving back over this way.
HyperDub better of a plan, man, because TLO, the king of improvisation.
Oh, yeah. Now he knows he can't go over there.
Yeah. Ernie's getting in the way of that siege tank.
This Hellion actually slipped by here.
I like that scan, by the way. Killing a lot of Marines of HyperDub.
You can see it's just barely in range of the bunker.
Well, I really like that by HyperDub. It's like, you gonna scan me? You gonna scan me? Go ahead, scan me. And, well, he should scan him now. Three Arnie's there, man. That thing will die so fast.
Terran versus Terran, just like in StarCraft 1, a lot about positioning. And you got to be in the right location. So what TLO's doing is he's setting up an early contain. It's going to make it more difficult. He just doesn't want the Terran to get this gold base. If you have your whole army here, that makes just getting the gold base so much more difficult. So he's going to try to occupy this location for as long as humanly possible.
You know, something interesting right now, HyperDub has actually passed the... Oh, hold that thought. Nice Banshee harassment by HyperDub, taking out some SCVs, making some other ones stop mining. And this is why HyperDub is actually ahead economically right now.
And he's doing it again. Positionally, TLO is doing fine, but economically, it's all about HyperDub right now.
Yeah, man, he's really doing a lot of hurting. 8 kills. Got a corporal of that Banshee. Looks like TLO wants to attack.
Move in here. This could be disastrous.
Yeah, so many siege tanks. Thor's going down. And
whoa,
that was sloppy right
really
there.
Bad. That was really, really bad.
Wow, TLO, he is in trouble at this point, Tasteless.
That was, oh my God, that was so bad.
You know, the supply's very, very similar right now, but HyperDub is looking good.
And as you can see, we have a few Hellions coming here trying their very best, but not very effective at all. This guy's like, screw that. I am staying over here.
I didn't mind that tall grass. Good idea.
TLO turns around. He's lost position now. He's given up this location. He knows it's too risky. There's too many siege tanks.
That's right. That's a lot of siege tanks. In fact, that's so many siege tanks. I'd love to see a Banshee switch by TLO.
Viking out now.
Now, TLO, let's take a look at this income tab, see how bad the damage has been. Their economy pretty similar right now, with neither of them have mules out, so very similar amount of SCVs. HyperDub with 6 more, but his units are looking really, really good.
Yeah, well, he just should not have sent those Thors in there like that.
Yeah, those are very expensive units, and not that many siege tanks. Only 4 against WoW. That is like 9 or 10 siege tanks.
This is overkill. Luckiest Hellions in the world.
Nothing lucky about running away, Tasos. It's just the cowards that write the history books.
Oh, take a look. He's going to go around. Oh, but there is actually some defense here. This is just not good for TLO. I don't think he can come back from this game. This is just not looking good.
Yeah, HyperDub, he may mess up. Who knows? And here we go. Some Hellions hitting these Marines down. Trying to do some harassment here. I don't know if those Marines are really worth it right now, though.
TLO wanted him to turn around. It didn't work. He's moving forward.
Could we see a good siege? Maybe hit the main base? Trying to hit that Thor!
Oh!
He's got to be careful. That Viking is actually very valuable right now. If he goes over to the main base of TLO, he can siege up, kill a ton of depots, and hit some of the production facilities. On Xel'Naga Caverns, the mains are tiny, tiny, tiny.
Yeah, that's so true. Which player was it OGS top that we saw do that?
I believe it was, yes. Very good move on this map.
Yeah, that was actually impressive. You just siege up all your tanks here and you could take out everything here.
And doing that at this point really hurt poor TLO.
So here's the no man's land.
Now,
as you can see, this tank just barely out of range.
But as we see some Banshees popping out, very, very nice. Banshee coming over against so many siege tanks. Banshee's a great counter to having a lot of siege tanks. But HyperDub simming his Marines. He also has that Viking. Don't lose that, TLO. Don't lose that. 11 hit points left, and the Thor takes out the Viking. That was actually really big to take out that Viking. A very important unit right now in this game.
Is he getting another one? He's getting a reactor, but he won't have a Viking for the time being. He might have to rely off scans, which means he won't have mules.
TLO, he's in a hard place.
He's got the Cloak Banshee out. And Stim. Meanwhile, turret's on the way.
He actually just dropped a mule and targeted it. Oh, okay, that was a scout mule.
Hellions go around. SCV's currently long distance mining, marathon mining, if you will. But he heads straight towards this location.
If he can get some really good harassing with these Hellions, he may be able to hurt the economy. He needs to do that. Looks like we have a lot of units moving down the map by TLO.
And this is not good. He did not do enough damage there. TLO just once again out of position. He does spot. This isn't one thing. He spots this. So
that's
that means,
awesome.
Yeah, that means he can't get any more Vikings out, and Vikings are what's necessary to spot the siege tanks over here.
Now, this is a very tricky time for TLO. He needs to do so much. He's killing the starport. That's great. He needs to do so much with his Vikings and his Banshees. He needs to regain map position. He needs to get a third base up because HyperDub right now way out mining him, and it looks like we're going to see an attack here by TLO. Got 2 Banshees.
Another.
Takes down a Banshee. Huge move by HyperDub right there. Just 1 Banshee. Not even half as powerful as 2 Banshees.
Well, now that he's got the gold base, this is getting worse and worse and worse for TLO. TLO is forced to take this location over here. HyperDub already 1 step ahead of him. Has a Hellion here. Drives him out.
And, well, HyperDub, he can just move his siege tank line, and it will be hard for him to mine. Look at this. The Banshee take out some siege tanks. This is the type of thing TLO needs to do non-stop this game to regain. Oh, no.
TLO's Banshee's wiggling with excitement here at the GSL. Now they retreat.
I have to say, everyone, that is why you don't do those little cutesy moves like patrol right there. Just let them sit there and they'll run away when they're hit. Instead, he lost a Viking he shouldn't have lost to BQ.
Yeah.
Everyone's going to hate on me for saying that, but it's true.
Yeah, you doing the patrol trick to make the Banshee spin. I mean, the Viking spin, excuse me.
Yeah.
Well, hell, I don't see a plan coming from TLO right now. I just don't, you know, I don't know what he's going to do. I mean, go ahead.
I'm sorry, HyperDub also, he has so many tanks, he can actually just move over. Oh, okay, going to send up some Thors now. Because that expansion really has nothing defending it.
Well, the tank count right now is getting lower and lower right now for TLO.
Yeah, he's got just 7 against the 21.
21, yeah, so now you can actually start making just Thors. And those things can tank so much damage as it is.
Yeah.
And he actually might just move over here and take this out. Excuse me, this out.
Yeah, that would be the best move right now. But, in fact, he looks like he's so confident right now. He just wants to sit here. But really, that red expansion is so weak. It can be taken out by literally one Thor could walk over there and just wreak havoc.
More and more Vikings out here for TLO. You know, wouldn't hurt to maybe land over here and do some harassment and get out. I mean, the problem is right now for TLO is he's not really doing much.
Yeah. And a nuke going off. Never mind.
A nuke.
Will HyperDub see where it is? He spots the ghost, scans, kills the ghost before the nuke lands. Of course, TLO nukes.
Of course.
We have a big attack going over towards TLO's third base. More than enough, I believe. But TLO bringing down his own siege tanks just in time. Thor's taking damage. Here he goes, walking in. Hellions taking hits, trying to block. But I don't know, man. HyperDub has so many units here. Looks like he's going to try to land his Vikings. But Thor tank, ridiculously strong. Siege tanks still remaining.
Looks like we have another push coming up over here.
HyperDub trying to break the front of TLO. Huge move right here. Does TLO have enough? Sieging some tanks in the background. And wow, repaired Thors saved that expansion. And HyperDub just lost so much, man.
HyperDub may have overextended himself there. In fact, I don't think it's unreasonable to say he absolutely overextended himself there. Losing that last Thor, he could do a counterattack here.
Take a look at these supply counts. TLO almost just evened it up with great defense. HyperDub, so sloppy. No reason to attack into these little chokes. No reason whatsoever.
TLO has to seize this opportunity right now and come back. Now, he does not have, you know, his army is sort of in shambles, but if he can regroup and get to this, it's all about getting back to this gold base here, but this base is actually almost mined out. Meanwhile, HyperDub wants to go for positioning again.
Here we go, HyperDub engaging, only a few siege tanks here. TLO has to keep his main army alive, which is basically these 2 Thors being repaired nonstop, but 3 Thors against 2. They deal so much DPS, look at that. Just cleaning house. And TLO, man, he's in so much trouble right now, but look at that. The Thor lives.
He is chasing him back.
TLO has some sick upgrades right now. +3 ground attack, +1 ground armor.
TLO expanding again. He's got another command center over here. He's getting ready to take back the gold. Can he get back across the map and win this?
If TLO wins this, it might be one of the most epic comebacks we have ever seen in StarCraft 2. HyperDub sitting on those 4 base right now. Of course, everyone's mined out their main. The natural's just about gone, but still, really amazing. TLO taking that extra base is really giving me a spark of hope.
I am getting geek chills down my spine.
I actually have goosebumps on my legs right now.
I cannot believe my eyes.
And my arms. I have goosebumps everywhere, Tasty.
Everywhere. This is just wild right now. HyperDub takes the map. The map's literally cut in half. Actually, not literally. It's figuratively cut in half by the fact that they both have
ground units get
stuff everywhere. It's now an island map. You can see they're both scanning each other. oGsHyperDub suddenly realizing he is in a situation he should not be in. The gold base about to be mined out. He's just started mining the gold base over here for TLO.
TLO is about to explode as far as his minerals go. If he can just keep up his macro. But right now, as we see in the resource bar right there, HyperDub, he's got 1,200. He's got more supply, but I mean, come on, HyperDub, you need to spend that money. Keep that money down.
Yeah, HyperDub is faltering a little bit.
Yeah, he has a lot of Thors right now. And look at that. Scans that. HyperDub right now probably just shook his head. He's like, oh no, is this really happening to me? I was so far ahead.
This is just unreal. I mean, let's go back to 5, maybe 6 minutes ago. TLO was like up against the ropes. Looked like there was no hope for him. And you know what he did is he shot that nuke, and that fucking just triggered HyperDub to decide to start attacking.
Yeah, it really did. You know, he's like, okay, forget this, and he attacks into the little choke point at the third base. But look at this, Thor getting hit a lot.
Oh, that could have been the first time I ever see a Hellion kill a Thor.
I was just going to say that. But the upgrades right now, huge difference. TLO has +3 attack, +1 armor, and a nuke. Where's the nuke?
He's nuking.
Will HyperDub find it? If this nuke lands.
Yeah.
If this nuke lands.
No.
Oh, wow. That would have killed so much.
Damn. That was crazy.
You know, TLO has to be careful right now not to overextend. He's already shown that he is a much more patient player. He needs to remain patient, keep the map cut in half, and try to be cost effective. I think that's the best way for him to take this game home.
You can see he's continuing to just, well, he's going to get Planetary Fortress over here. So he's using the orbitals for everything else. He doesn't want any harassment, for instance, like what we're about to see here from TLO. To get in the way of this.
Hellions coming up. Hellions for siege tanks. Doesn't really matter what your upgrades are, that's not happening.
As you can see, I think we expect to see another nuke coming up here pretty soon.
A battle cruiser is being made by TLO, though, as we see the production tab. TLO going nukes and battle cruisers for his fans at home.
Just doing it for the nerds back home. What an epic game it's been so far. This is only game number 1. Both these guys mining heavily here.
The first battle cruiser is out, coming down with the rest of the army.
It's interesting that he got a battle cruiser, but the Thor can be pretty effective against a battle cruiser. He sees it.
You know, when he gets Yamato cannon.
Oh! Where's the Ghost?
Wow.
Ghost is over here. He scans and takes him out again.
Look at that. There goes the BC. But the high armor, very good against the Thors without a lot of upgrades.
Yeah, that's true, actually. He doesn't have the upgrades. I didn't see that.
He's going to siege that Thor now. Battle cruiser tanking a lot of damage. And this Thor is going to get erased by those siege tanks. You got to be careful.
Viking chased out.
So now it looks like we're going to switch into Viking tank Marine Thor against... Oh, look at this, hitting this base. This is a very important moment of this game.
Planetary Fortress.
SCV's running up, trying to get some splash damage on these units.
That was a big win there for HyperDub as he gets rid of this command center, and he
huge.
does.
TLO, though, he could still be in this game.
He's going to nuke that area.
He is nuking so much. No nukes have landed yet this game. And that is one more nuke that will not land this game. But will this one?
I don't know where all these nukes are going. They're getting launched into space. I don't know where they actually go if they don't land here. And he's going to move out of there just in time.
Cancels the nuke. Cancels the nuke and runs up. Beautiful move by TLO. And he just wants to get rid of this army over here.
Unbelievable.
And the Ghost cleaning up. Gonna land right on the siege tanks. Beautiful moves. Launch the nuke, canceling when he unsieges and moving up.
That was high-level play.
HyperDub, though, with his own coming over, erasing some TLO tanks. And if you look at the mini-map, we have so many sensor towers that everyone sees everything going on always.
Yes.
TLO right now, this is a very hard position for him. Let's take a look at his supply. 136 against 182. He's got a lot of minerals banked, but almost no gas. Very hard place to be in. And more BCs coming out, but BCs very, very bad against Vikings.
Yeah. At this point in time, HyperDub's Viking count is just too high.
Yeah. You know, TLO, he almost came back there, but HyperDub looks like he is just trying to put the nail in the coffin right now.
Yeah, HyperDub. Now, I know HyperDub is kicking himself for getting this far behind, and then almost allowing TLO to come back. HyperDub is still a little bit ahead. He has a little bit of an advantage right now. He's going to unsiege. He's going to see if he can't just trample him.
I don't know if that's a good idea. That's what he did last time. He was way far ahead. You know, maybe try to hit an expansion from an interesting side. See if he can, you know, delete that expansion TLO's making once again. And mule drops all over the place. TLO realizes that he's going to run out of minerals soon, starts dropping his mules on tanks to collect splash damage.
That's smart.
Just so cool. What a cool move.
Yeah, well, I mean, the bottom line is that, well, actually, let's hold that thought. Here's one interesting scenario that could happen. This gold base is mined out. This gold base... Almost, okay? But TLO also lost this base temporarily, right?
Yeah.
So if HyperDub can't kill TLO in the next 10 minutes, eventually HyperDub is going to be mined out and TLO won't be mined out.
That is extremely true. In fact, that is one of the main things one of the best TVT players, C-Shield, used to do on small maps that you cut in half. He would not take the rest of his bases very quickly. He would focus on units and dry out his opponent.
There's a nuke going on. Where's the nuke? I guess he took out the ghost before I could...
Oh, is that the expansion on the right-hand side
Oh
of the
my
map?
God, thank you, Artosis. And... Damn!
Kills the geysers, very nice. Doesn't get the SCVs, which I think he was hoping for, but another nuke coming in.
Oh no, he's gonna unsiege. He could get this command center. Oh!
He's got to repair that command, man.
He's gonna lose it, I think.
No, I think it'll be...
Go red!
No.
Oh, it's out of the splash
being repaired.
damage. Oh my God.
Sniping some SCVs, very cute. And HyperDub finally dealing with that ghost. TLO, man, using nukes to come back.
HyperDub has an insane amount of Vikings.
Yeah. I would like to see some sort of, you know, harassment from these if possible.
Imagine flying that close to another Viking, man. That's gonna be dangerous, man. Seriously, man, you bump that wing, you're dead.
They're professionals, Tasteless.
Okay, they are professionals. All right. Let's see here. It's kind of hard. It looks like nobody could touch anybody. There's sort of a no man's land, as you can see through here. Nobody can really get to it. It's what he's going to do.
This is what I want to see. A few Vikings landing, a lot of Vikings landing, doing whatever harass damage he can right now. Siege tanks coming up, sieging up, and he's going to have to lift off because siege tanks versus Vikings is just not fair. The siege tanks, they destroy those Vikings.
He could also just land on top of it.
That's quite true as well. And will he
that's
do
what he's
that?
gonna do.
I think so. Look at that. So many siege tanks going down.
We have another nuke going up over here. I don't know if this is quite in
He's
range.
unsieged. Moving back, he does know it's there.
Are these Vikings about to fly into the nuke?
Oh!
Oh no! Oh my God!
That is crazy.
God.
That wasn't planned, I don't think, but that was awesome. I can't believe he just got that many Vikings with a nuke. Amazingly cost-effective nuke. Makes up for all the missed nukes easily.
He actually, wow. That is unfortunate. Now TLO's going to seize this opportunity. He's going to move down here.
TLO, if he can take this base out, HyperDub is in so much trouble. Epic game, and it looks like he may be able to take it out. A lot of siege tanks. Siege tanks can take on a planetary quite easily.
Another nuke.
Nuking the army that's trying to stop him from killing his base. TLO. Strategic mastermind.
Hope that nuke isn't too close to his own units.
By aliens.
That's going to buy him enough time to destroy the planetary fortress. Oh my God.
In fact, he cancels the nuke.
He cancels the nuke.
Great usages of nuke here. TLO, man. You gotta be a fan. Listen,
yeah, man. You gotta.
Landing on those siege tanks, trying to take them out, but the siege tanks with such good upgrades, no problem. TLO destroys three upgrades.
The most epic comeback of the entire tournament, I believe.
Absolutely. No question. Just absolutely amazing, but cleaning that up with that Banshee. TLO, though, he has that mining base. Right now,
let's take a look at the
HyperDub still mining a little bit.
Yeah.
But TLO definitely with the bigger income right now. Still making a lot of I don't know why he's making so many Vikings. I mean, he does land on tanks and stuff, but TLO's upgrades are actually so mind-bogglingly better.
Yeah, this is actually a big upgrade moment here because TLO is at 2-3. And HyperDub's at 0-1.
Yeah, just
He's moving out now.
TLO. Here he comes.
Now remember, HyperDub now going to counterattack. It's all going to come down to this moment. It could still be anybody's game. He's moving out. He did walk into a bunch of siege snakes. He's landing the Vikings over here. These units, they were going to destroy this orbital command. Looks like they might be looping around here.
Dude, HyperDub is in trouble. His supply is plummeting. He's down to 64 against 125 of TLO.
Oh
I am
my
not
God.
believing what I'm seeing. TLO has come back from an unwinnable game. What?
What? What? I cannot believe this. GG! Oh my God.
You gotta put your hands together for what TLO just
yeah,
look at
TLO
that.
is
He
feeling
knows
good.
it too. He knows he was dead. HyperDub cannot
Damn.
be happy. I have a feeling HyperDub's gonna fall apart after a loss like that. That is just a wrecking defeat. He messed up
That is just insane.
that attack into the double choke and the lack of upgrades and all that. He is going to be hurting inside Tasteless. He knows that he messed up, and TLO is like,
Oh my God.
you know what TLO is thinking right now? Look at him. Look at his face. See that? Okay, he's thinking, I am invincible.
I know.
I cannot
He's
lose.
thinking about all that money. The prize pool.
Yeah.
I can't believe.
I
Oh
can't
my
believe you
God.
won that. The most.